Welcome to In the Know, a series bringing industry voices together to share ideas in motion and insights that drive impact in market, ultimately keeping you in the know. I'm Natalie Bastian, CMO of InMarket, and I'm joined today with Serge from LG Ads. Welcome, Serge.
Hi, thanks. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for coming over. Let's kick it off. Can you share us? Yeah, it's a little toasty, but the breeze. If you sit still, you can kind of feel it. Let's kick it off. Share a little bit background about your role and what you do at LG.
Sure. So I've been at LG for more than 5 years now. It's been a heck of a ride. I run the commercial team and other parts of the organization. So been there, and it's been an explosive growth, knock on wood. We have great partners, we have great clients, and we have a lot of fun.
Awesome. So obviously the view that you see, not just in CTV, but industry-wide, is vast and global, right? What is one shift that you're seeing that leaders shouldn't sleep on, that they should be paying attention to?
I think there's a couple of things, right? So it's not just one thing. I think the first thing that we're seeing, obviously, CTV is here to stay. It's a far of a core investment right now. I do believe this is the year that it finally goes and overtakes linear in the United States. What's an interesting thing is outside of the United States, that shift is still 2 or 3 or 4 years behind. It ceases to amaze me when you go to some European countries or some countries in the Middle East and other areas in Asia. Linear is still massive. It's still massive. And that's just something that we're positioned well, everybody, but it's just something that you have to understand. It's not one size fits all. You know, you can never take a US centric view. You have to take a global centric approach. And it's the fact that we're LG, we're a global company. So it's, you have to shift the way you're messaging and you tailor your products as well. The other shift that we have seen is we started this 4 or 5 years ago. We started telling people the home screen is the key. The home screen is the key. Think of it as, back in the day, we've all been doing this for a long time, the white hair, is the home screen. Think of it as the AOL homepage, the Yahoo homepage. That is now finally a reality. When you have advertisers and agencies coming in and saying, hey, I love your fast channels, I love all of that, but I want to also advertise on home screen, that is becoming now a reality, which is, it took us a while to get there. The whole thing with this industry is you can announce the best, the most logical, common sense product, but it still takes a year or two to educate everybody. It's just reality.
And also, at the end of the day, if the consumers are there, the ads will follow, the experience will follow.
And you have to have quality content.
I was just going to say,
quality content.
And the experience has to be good so the consumers keep coming back. It needs to be intuitive, and it's definitely progressed, since for the last 5 years plus. Interesting. So when you think, what's one idea in motion that you're seeing that's driving results for LG?
So we announced at our new friends something that I don't know why, for the life of me, it has not happened yet. It was a bit of a head scratcher to all of us. But the idea that we're working on, and we're going to use partners like InMarket and others, but we really want to drive this home, is we want to guarantee the outcome. And we want the advertisers to only pay us when the outcome is achieved, which is, it's not a radical idea, but like, for example, a QSR. You want us to come in and just say, we will only pay us, not just that cost per visit, but like they'll argue that visit is going to happen no matter what. Like if you live next to a McDonald's or Sonic or Dunkin', that visit is going to happen. Why should I pay you for that visit, even though I advertise with you? Or that's a fair point. Well, pay us only if there's an incremental visit, and that incrementality can be measured in terms of days, like 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, depends on the brand, obviously, but not validated by us. I don't want to grade my own homework. I want partners like InMarket to grade us independently. I don't want to be involved in the measurement. Our core is we want to provide premium CTV advertising and then work with partners like you guys to come in and independently measure us, so that partners like an Inspire Brands or Subway and McDonald's can say, you know what, if we advertise with LG and we work with InMarket, there's really no risk, because we're only going to give them that incrementality visit.
Yeah, it makes it an easy yes, and it's all about what's being influenced.
It's a 5-minute pitch.
Yeah.
It literally, I've actually personally made the pitch. It's a 5-minute pitch, and people were like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's
yes,
the what's
you're
what's the
serious.
catch? Yeah.
There's no catch. And I'm like, if you don't believe our numbers, we'll give you our first party data. That's
Mhm.
fine. But go, who's your partner? InMarket, great.
Yeah.
We'll measure whatever the results are, we'll stand by the InMarket data.
Yeah, and that's truly unique, especially for CTV when we think about how performance media is making its way to CTV. So to be able to show that lower funnel impact driven by the big screen or the main screen, like the home screen, is so unique, but
Sure.
also being the first one to figure out, like the rest will follow. So it's
So
important
like
to get in
I
there.
kind of made this akin to 3 or 4 years ago. We were the first to allow general market advertisers on our home screen. So what we did 4 years ago, traditionally what was happening on the home screen was only for media and entertainment
Hmm.
clients. So the Paramounts, the Apples, the Tubies of the world, great clients, great partners. But then we thought about it. I was like, why? No one could tell me a good answer. Why? I'm like, why is this only to M&E clients? I'm like, let's open it up to general markets. Let's open it now with, we have to make sure that there's a creative review and it applies the guidelines that we want to at least hold on our brand.
Yeah.
So the branding guidelines are very, very important. But why can't a General Motors? Why can't an Inspire Brands? Why?
Yeah.
And no one could give me an answer. So he's like, okay, we're going
Because
to go
we've
do
always
it.
done it that way.
Yeah,
It's
so we're going to
typically
go
the
do it.
response. Yeah.
And then lo and behold, what happens? Everybody follows through.
Hmm.
So I do believe this is a trend that we'll set in a year from now. I believe others will provide the outcome, which I think is good for the industry.
Yes,
It's great, but
absolutely.
somebody has to start first.
Yep,
So it's fine.
exactly. And you're always going to want to look at different scale and work with different partners. That absolutely, it makes sense. So to close out, what is one word that's defining winning for you?
Accountability for me is the key. You can win, but take ownership.
Hmm.
Take ownership, work hard, but be accountable. I tell that to all my team.
Hmm.
It's like, listen, no one is perfect. Just be accountable.
Hmm.
Be accountable and, excuse my language, let's get shit done.
Love it. Well, nothing left to be said there.
All right.
Serge, thank you.
Good seeing you.
You bet.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for tuning in.